2023, Fayemi raises doubt over conduct of elections, says it will not be free and fair. I know what I'm talking about. Hello, my wonderful people. That is the executive governor of Ekiti State, who, it's also one of those eyeing the position. And he's raising doubts because of his personal concerns. Don't forget that some group of people in APC has told him that if the presidency is going to be rotated like they've agreed upon, then it should come to the south. However, they said Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu does not stand a good chance. He stands a better chance, thinking about age-wise, its experience, education, and all that and all that. And since then, this young man has had his eyes on the president. Oh, what will he look like being the president? So he's saying, I don't think it's going to be free and fair. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. 2023, Fayemi raises doubt over conduct of election. Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State has raised doubt over the conduct of the 2023 general election and the state's June 16, 2022 governorship election was amidst the worsening insecurity situation in the country. Fayemi disclosed that the increasing level of security challenges facing the country pose a great threat to the conduct of the election. According to the governor, Nigeria must first have a nation before we are able to have an election. Fayemi stated this in Ado Ekiti, the state capital, at a conundrum held in commemoration of the year's June 12 celebration with the theme June 12 Securing the Freedom of Democracy. He said, we remember and celebrate June 12 because it represents the possibility of a new Nigeria where our faults, lines would become our best lines and our diversity becomes our strength. That is why even as we look forward to another election, both here in Ekiti in 2022 and in Nigeria in 2023, I think it is absolutely important for us to always remember that we must first have a country before we are able to have an election. If we don't have a country because we have succumbed to forces of darkness, then we can kiss election goodbye. And that is why we must all come together, both those who are in government and those who are outside government, to celebrate, to elevate, and to work together to reduce our challenges as leaders. We must do the right thing, confront the issues that divide us, promote the issues that unite us, ensure fairness, ensure equality, justice in our politics. Even as we fight to end the criminality, let us unite against all forms of bigotries to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign for every one of us. So that's the governor of Ekiti State who says he's doubt very much that there will be fairness in the forthcoming elections with what he's saying currently, both in Ekiti and in Nigeria because of the worsening insecurity situation. The truth of the matter is there is no mountain that is not surmountable, no matter how high. It depends on the determinations of the said individuals. What are you ready to do? Did you get that? What are you ready to do to ensure that this problem comes to an end? What are you ready to put? How are you ready to work at it to ensure that it is no longer that thing that seemingly was the problem becomes a building block rather than a challenge? Because I mean, June 12th was a profound time in this nation where we saw somebody won election, and the man that annulled that election is still very much alive today. Babangida is still very much alive today. But let's move on and let's talk about what is happening today. The democracy that we have, is it democracy after all? Is it really democracy? Is it really? Because if you look at all that has happened and all that went on, you will understand that truly and really, Life is beyond just me, myself, and I. It is a call to service. It is a call to give your all and your best, to ensure the betterment, not just for you and your family. That is selfish and will not translate beyond the premise of family. But if you want to make a national impact, you must go beyond yourself. Yes, this is how we take leadership. This is how we overcome. This is how we give direction. We must see beyond ourselves and be selfless in service. I will always make reference to Martin Luther King, Jr. What happened? This man had a dream. He did not just end it in the premise of his family, fought for his children not to be either stigmatized or victimized because they were blacks or because they were from some ethnic or racial, bias, but rather he came out and he began to, sensitize the people. He began to give what we call leadership. He goes to the government of the day, present papers. I know today the terrain is very stiff. It's very difficult for the government to hear. Look at what the youth did in June 12th, coming out to say it is high time we get out. The youth of the country say, let's get out of this terrain. Let's make things better for us. Let's have accountability. The government should be able to know that we are not a push aside. We are not a walkover. We are a people. We are a voice. Can youth get involved? Can we do this? Can we do that? What happened? They took it the wrong way. Oh, yes, they took it the wrong way. They began to do their own thing. They began to intimidate the youth. They began to, so if you look at what is happening, do they really have a sense of belonging that things can actually change? Is that really that place of loyalty, that place of love, that place of oneness, that place of sincerity to say we can change the current, predicaments that we have as a nation? Is that really that place that gives us the sense of maturity? So it's rather very 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 a position where we can all put ourselves and say, where are we going? Where are we going? If there is no security, how do you want to conduct an election? Let's be very honest with ourselves. If there is no security, how do you want to conduct a meaningful election? So let's start from there. Leave us a comment. We'd really like to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.